Would you take the $500,000 or the dinner with Jay-Z? That's the question that's been debated over the internet over and over and over. You've seen the question on X debates, you've seen meme wars, even Jay-Z himself chimed in. If you take the $500,000 instantly, are you really as smart as you think? Hold up. Don't scroll, don't go past this video. It's really a question around money and mindset. Easy choice, right? Give me the money. Give me the bag. But I want to tell you the twist that most people miss. It's not about the money. It's about your mentality. See, the people who ask this question aren't really choosing between steak and stocks. They're exposing their entire blueprint for how they think wealth is created. And 90% of the folks, they're locked into the employee mindset, not the empire mindset, not the richer mindset. All right, so let's go deeper on this, right? So when you choose the money, you're playing the short game. You're cashing out at a zero risk. And I get it. 500K is life-changing money. But here's the trap tied to that. Most people who scream, give me the money, you're probably blowing that money in 12 months anyway. You got no system. You don't have the right mindset. You don't have a plan. And then what? You're back to zero, still waiting on the next big break. But the dinner has never been about the bag. It's about proximity, access, perspective, strategy. It's about sitting across from someone who owns the game board while you're still trying to figure out where to move your next piece. That's the difference. You're going to hear how he flipped the label into a liquor brand. You're going to hear how he bought his own masters, how he turned culture into a cash flow. And it's not just what Jay-Z would be saying at the dinner. You're going to get insight into how he thinks. You're not buying advice. You're buying exposure to a higher frequency. All right, so you're still not convinced, right? You're probably saying like, okay, what is he saying? He's not really making sense. So let's reframe this. The dinner with Jay-Z isn't valuable because he's a rapper. It's valuable because he's a brand builder, a mogul, a system thinker. He went from the Marshees projects to owning a champagne company, from selling CDs to really $1 billion boardroom, right? If that conversation doesn't teach you more than what a single check can buy, you're not really in the game for wealth. You're in it for comfort. And real wealth never comes from comfort. Here's what people won't tell you. If you're the kind of person who needs the 500K, you're probably not ready to use it wisely. But if you're the kind of person who would choose the dinner, you probably already have figured out how to make the 500K anyway. That's the paradox. The dinner isn't about what Jay gives you. It's about what it unlocks inside of you, what it unlocks with your mindset. And sometimes that's worth more than any wire transfer. I'm sure we've all heard, you teach a man how to fish, you teach him how to survive versus giving him fish. So which do you choose? Doesn't matter. Because if you're playing the right game, you'll find a way to get both. Let that sink in. If you're still thinking small, chasing the bag instead of building bridges, that 500K really is not going to save you. You need the richer mindset. And the richer mindset is, how do I build wealth? How do I set myself up for continued success so that 500K becomes 1 million? 1 million becomes 5 million. 5 million becomes 10 million, on and on. How do I shift my mindset to where I'm able to generate wealth for myself? That's the difference. That's the paradox with the 500K or the dinner with a billionaire. It's really about the mindset and the similarities of the mindset of billionaires and people out there that are generating wealth and know how to build wealth. Versus just give me 500K. Well, you got the 500K. What are you going to do with it now? Where are you going to spend it? How are you going to make that 500K grow? Those are the real questions that you need to answer. And it starts with a mindset shift. And that's why I would take the dinner. I know it's a controversial take. I want to hear what you all think in the comments on what you would do and why. Let's debate it. Let's talk about it.